Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Got a little quick video again today on reels or spools, whichever one I reckon you want to call it. It's very much like the gear spool that I done the demo on last, the little Kydex one. But these are some that I have carved. Rooster, if you do it again, you're gonna have a problem. Alright? You're doing this now because you know they like you. Had enough of your attitude. Okay? Anyway, so these are just some different flavors. These are hand carved ones, just thin pieces. It's just a U on each end. Here's a couple that I've done. I carved the U's out and then put a V in each side that can hold a sail needle or sewing needle. I got that from Father Nomad. He does that on some of his newer ones of these. He's the one that makes these too, but super awesome idea. I liked it. So on top of making them, these are from Father Nomad also. These are prototypes. So some of these have like stuff written on them from when he was nerding out doing all these prototypes. But this is primarily what I used them for. This one anyway. So I had got some from a $1 cane pole kit that used to be in the fishing section of Walmart, and it had a bobber, the line, hook, and weight on it on a little black plastic spool. And when I can find those, I buy them up and I'll take the bobber off and put the little spool in some of my survival kits. I like that little setup. So I wanted something that I could duplicate that with the spool wise. So he just made me some 3D printed ones. And like these, I have pre-rigged hook and weight on these spider wire. Some's 15 and some's 30. I don't remember which is which. These could both be 15s though, maybe. Can't remember. But I just weave it on here, and depending on where the Ranger band is which one it's held down. So maybe I have two on here, and then with no Ranger bands, then I put a Ranger band on, then I wound a third one on, and then put another Ranger band on, so they don't all get tangled up. But that's how I've done these guys. And to make them super easy, I actually don't have a piece of wood laid right here. Hang on, let me go in here and see if I have a piece of wood. Piece of wood! Look, stop. Quit. Stop it. Stop. Quit. Butcher, don't bite the chicken. He about got it, y'all. He was being bad. Butcher! Come here. Yeah. Good boy. Sorry. So, give me another like 2 seconds. I'm going to split this. I'm going to time this really fast. And then we'll make a spool. That's that guy. Let's just see here. Oh, all right. Here we go. I'll shoot some more. Beating on it. Not recommended to beat on it. So first thing, I'm just going to make it. Get it where it's about the length that I want it anyway. And then I'll show you guys. Break it off. I'm going to use a carbon jack for this after I get it cleaned up a little bit. I know I'm doing this off camera. It's easier for me to do it faster and not worry about cutting myself while it's on the camera. I just cleaned it up with my box cutter from work. But here we go. We have a blank piece of cedar. And all I'm going to do is put a U on each end of it. Really pretty simple. And I like to use this little spoon knife. And I'll just go from each side. And I just clean it up. And I'll do the thin this one out a little bit more. Rooster, bruh. Look, quit being bad. Sorry. Okay. So there's the first side. Which, please don't eat the rooster. I can't concentrate on you guys being bad and me making this stuff for these people, okay? But it's really simple. And depending on what kind of links that you were putting on these guys, you could use, could go a different direction. So we could have went width ways and put smaller lengths of cordage on here. And we could have put 4 or 5 pre-rigged fishing lines on here, if that's what we wanted to do. So it really is like super easy. Then I would take this guy, and I'd knock some of the sharper corners off of it. And I'd still go through and make this a little thinner, just for storage purposes. Mr. Gibson says, go through and make your edges friendly. I like that. I like the way that. But these are good ways to, make your own gear, practice carving. You can get as fancy as you want with them, from good looking material like cedar, or some of the other ones are cottonwood. I got some pretty popular ones too that I've done. And see, like if I make this one, okay, I'm gonna flatten this edge out. And then on this is a flex cut pocket jack, but I'll swap over to my little V, dude. I'll just go slow, and I'll put a V right on the side of it, and then that'll hold a needle if I want to put a needle on the side, if I'm using it for some sort of sewing deal. It'll be the same as these guys. But then you can get, and here's this one that we just made. We can get funky with it if we want to. And I like making these guys. So it's the same thing. It's one of these, but it's the whole fish, and I put hand lines on them. I'll do the same thing with these. And I'll just take and I'll run the lanyard through and put me a bobber on it. And it's neat. Something that's fun. But anyway, there's a little quick project for you guys tonight. Pretty simple. Should be able to do it with most scraps. If you got bits and pieces from yard waste, or I'd like to believe that most of us are in a place where we could forage some of our materials versus having to buy some to make something like this. But I understand sometimes folks live in apartments and cities and things like that, so you have to do whatever makes the most sense for you. But anywho, I've had some questions about my website. It's bushcraftkelso.com. You can check out my Instagram at bushcraftkelso. It's got projects and gizmos and doodads and things on it. Different stuff. But I appreciate the support, guys. Again, this is the Flex Cut pocket carver. And this was how to make a little reel. Thanks, guys. Later.